A few days ago, Draymond Green was on Podcast P, Paul George's podcast, and they were discussing the number 1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, and what his potential could be in the NBA. For those of you that don't know, Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert have had a beef for years in the NBA. Rudy Gobert called Draymond Green insecure after he punched Jordan Poole, and then Draymond Green did the same thing when Rudy Gobert punched Kyle Anderson. So the two don't like each other very much, and that was made perfectly clear in this interview. Roll the clip.
I tell people, like, he's elite, hell of a talent, but some of the shit that I seen, we're not letting him do that in the NBA.
But you're not just dribbling it through me like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I saw some of that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like you said, he a phenom. I think the kid, number one of the best things that could have ever happened to him
is going to
the
San
lottery.
Antonio.
And you go to San Antonio with Coach Pop. But some of the stuff was just like, I mean, come on, bro.
Y'all can rip that
Damn
off.
good player. Like, and special talent. Like, to even be able to do some of the stuff he was doing, like, it takes a very special, at that size,
Right.
very special talent. But, like, you got to press up into him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't let him get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you let him get comfortable, you lose because you're not blocking his shot. He may not even see your contest. Like, he's 7'5",
Right.
man. He shoot the ball up here.
Right.
He may not even see your contest. So you have to, with a guy like that, I feel you got to do your work early. But I'm going to tell you what I think separates him from most, and that will make him pretty special in its own right. Like, separate from anything else that he could do. Him as a rim protector.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is what I think most people aren't talking about.
Right.
And I actually think that's what separates him, because if all else fails, if he get to the league and because he's 7'5", he can't handle it as much as he want, or because the three-point line is much further, his shot ain't as good as it's been.
Mm-hmm.
True.
If all of that fails, him as a rim protector is as elite as we have in the NBA.
Because he's a skill player.
So you already have one thing that already puts you in an elite category, and that is a rim protector.
For sure.
And as we all know, teams are always looking for rim protectors.
Right.
You get paid, I mean, there's someone in the NBA getting paid as a rim protector, probably more money than you, P, which is a lot of money.
Another E from France, too?
Yeah, he is from France. You know, he gets paid a lot of money. As an elite rim protector.
Right.
And so, I mean, if I'm his agent, I'm walking in right now like, hey, RC and Pop, listen, I understand, but we can agree to this max deal right now, because clearly rim protecting is going to get you a max deal.
Right.
And he's going to be such an elite rim protector that I think that already separates him.
Not only did Rudy Gobert sign a $200 million contract worth over $40 million a year, but he was also traded from the Utah Jazz for 4 first-round picks, a first-round pick swap, and a bunch of really good players. And this was after it was shown that Rudy Gobert's game doesn't translate very well in today's NBA. Rim protection is great in any era, but if you pull Rudy Gobert away from the basket, he is pretty much useless. He can't contest outside shots, stop drive to the baskets, or guard any perimeter player with any effectiveness. On top of that, Rudy Gobert is very limited offensively. He has no post game, and he's pretty much just good for catching lobs, rim running, and occasionally getting an offensive putback. But that's just not good enough to be paid over $40 million a year and be traded for 4 first-round picks. You could make the argument that Rudy Gobert's rim protection isn't that much better than a guy like Anthony Davis. And AD can pretty much do anything when he's on the court. But that's all I have for this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Draymond Green roasting Rudy Gobert on Paul George's podcast. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.